meet you today. My name is Jasmine. Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, lovely to meet you. My name is Hansel Choi, and I am the percussionist of the Classical Note Philharmonic.
Okay, so my first question for you is, other than music, do you have any other interests?
Yeah, actually, that's great. I'm kind of into cooking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd with that stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I think it has to do with a lot of the fact that I'm also a composer too, and I think making cooking a dish is not. I don't want to totally over exaggerate, but then I think it's similar to composing. I think there are lots of components that you put together, and when you make the final product and you serve it, I think the audience both get a very visceral reaction, and I think I like to see that. And so I think so that's what I'm into.
Well, that's pretty interesting because my next question was actually, if we were to come to your house, what would you prepare us?
Oh,
Since you said you were into cooking, especially.
Sure. Light salad, some kind of roast, and some kind of starch like pasta, and that'll probably be it.
Okay, that still sounds very good. What would you consider the most important thing in your life?
I think it's I think the Christian faith and family, mentors, and friends. I think those are the things that really shaped who I am today.
Okay, and would you consider that also to be like your magic formula for success?
I don't believe in a magic formula for success. I think, but they certainly help you to, I think, really weather the storms when things do happen and when things don't happen. So I think whenever you're at a certain place, whether you're from point A to point B, it's nice to know that there's a constant in the journey, and I think those things are what really anchor you down.
Okay, so as a musician, how hard do you tend to push yourself?
As much as I can. I mean, as much as my time and energy allots me to. I don't believe that. I don't believe that everything is achievable, but I do believe that most things are achievable. And so when I weigh out the consequences of what could be or what isn't going to be, I weigh those out, and then I try my best to push for what could be and what I would like for it to be. So if I can weigh out I guess the pros against the cons, if the pros far outweigh the cons, then I will do everything that I can.
Okay. And my last question for you today would be, what would you suggest that the Classical Note Philharmonic should do to try to attract more classical music lovers as supporters?
Oh, well, I think that the Classical Note Philharmonic is already doing a pretty good job at drawing a crowd. I do think that there is a timid interest from the young people about classical music, but I think they always just kind of feel that it's a little too posh for them, perhaps. So I mean, I do feel like they feel a little out of place. But I think if classical music and the setting by which we presented to the audience was a little more approachable, I think we'd have a pretty good shot at the younger people.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you on the 28th and 29th.
Thank you.
Thank you. you.